It was in a time that you could perhaps call long ago. There was a great darkness that spread slowly into a vast expanse of space, and it was very still. There was a great silence upon this darkness, and it sat, waiting and watching until the time was ripe. Iru, the great guardian of this darkness, rose in the ripening of time. He was clad in green and had upon his head an emerald crown. In his hand he held a staff. His neck was adorned with a single chain made of the tiniest stones that twinkled like the stars. Iru walked around in the darkness and closed his eyes restfully. And then he called forth his 7 angels.
Angels, come forth.
And when his 7 angels came forth, he gave to each of them a gift.
To you I give the gift of light, to shine when all grows dark, and I give you the strength of hope when hearts begin to fade. I call thee Sun. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
He bowed to Iru and promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born the sun.
To you I give the tide. You shall command the water. At your will, the tide will rise and slowly wash and carry. I call thee moon. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
Iru held her hand and she promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born the moon.
To you I give the gift of fire. When all around is cold, you shall ignite in all you meet the wish to get back home. I call thee Mars. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
Iru touched his head. He bowed and promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born Mars.
To you I give the gift of speed, to fly when the hour calls forth, to deliver my word or thought or deed. These wings will help you make haste. I call thee Mercury. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
He flew around Iru and promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born Mercury.
To you I give the gift of wisdom, to shine unto the rest of right and wrong, and now and then you shall know the best. I call thee Jupiter. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
Iru placed a crown upon his head. He bowed to Iru and promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born Jupiter.
To you I give the gift of love and the gift of sacrifice, to do for another with grace and softness and surprise. I call thee Venus. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
Eru danced with her. She bowed down to Eru and promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born Venus.
To you I give the gift of silence, which will help you meditate, and while you sit in peace, the rest will feel your power. I call thee Saturn. Go forth, my child, and share your gift with all you meet.
Eru placed around him a ring. He bowed to Eru and promised to do as he had asked. And thus was born Saturn. And so in the time that Eru called his 7 angels, he smiled upon them all. He blessed them with gifts and then sent them forth. And the angels 7 set out to carry out Eru's words and make his dream come true. At first, the sun went forth. He climbed on Eru's mountain and looked down. Into the darkness, he began to spread his light. And the light went into the dark. But the darkness was thick and strong. Slowly the sun worked. Singing of hope and strength, he worked through time. And he created a big egg which was made of light and dark. The sun then smiled and began to cast his final spell. Slowly he broke the egg into heaven and earth. To heaven he sent the heavenly angels, and the earth was a great mass of swirling oceans, and in between he spread his light.
Day 1. Heaven, earth and light, and all around was very bright.
Tomorrow, one step, one ball, one ball.
was formed by the sun was a great mass of swirling oceans and mountains that were beginning to form. There were volcanic fires darting about the earth, and then came Jupiter and Venus.
Day 2. They made the clear blue sky where soon the birds would fly.
They calmed the swirling oceans and decided to make the blue sky. So they called the four dwarves, North, South, East and West. They appointed these dwarfs with a very important task. They were to lift the blue sky out of the ocean. And slowly, as Jupiter and Venus watched over, the clear blue sky rose, and in it the clouds began to dance.
You're my blue, blue sky. 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 You're my blue sky.
Then rose Saturn. Slowly and patiently he parted land from sea. The sea began to wash onto the land, and the land had mountains and rocks that sat strongly together. And on the land, trees and plants began to grow.
Day 3. They parted land from sea for grass and plants and trees.
'Twas then that Iru came with his big green leaf, and he blessed the plants, and the plants were blessed, and the flowers began to bloom. All around spread their beautiful fragrance, and colors began to sing in every little flower. Soon after that, the sun came back and smiled upon the earth and sea. And in the night sky, he called forth the moon. He asked her to look after the sky by night. And then he sprinkled his light across the sky, and the stars were born. The stars grew big and strong and shone down with the moon every night.
Day 4. Shone forth the stars and moon, and the angels smiled and sang heavenly tunes.
Then came Mercury. He danced and sang beneath the ocean and brought to life all the undersea creatures.
Day 5. He made the colorful fish and swam under the ocean, creating all he wished.
Ariel, listen to me. The human world, it's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day, out in the sun they slave away, while we devoting full time to floating under the sea. Under the sea, when the sardine begin, it's music to me. What do they got? A lot of sand. We got a hot crustacean band. Each little clown here know how to jam here under the sea. Each little slug here cutting a rug here under the sea. Each little snail here know how to whale here. That's why it's hotter under the water. Yeah, we in luck here down in the muck here under the sea.
Mars then came with his fiery spirit. He called to life all the beasts and animals.
Day 6. They made the animals and beasts, and they rejoiced and had a great feast.
Eru walked upon the earth pleased. From the dust he began to mold. Slowly it began to take shape, and a form began to rise. From the dust he made the first man who ever lived. But the man looked sad. So slowly Eru began to mold a friend for him. He made the first woman who ever lived. He blessed man and woman and sent them to live in the Garden of Eden. On the final day, the angels came together and looked at the earth and all that they had created. Eru came to them and blessed them.
Day 7. They sat down to rest. Eru came and the angels were blessed.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the red garden, sprung in completeness where his feet passed.
It was after this big celebration that Eru grew in the center of the garden an apple tree. Ripe and juicy looked the fruit. Red and shiny they hung down from the tree, and their sweet fragrance spread through the garden. And then he called forth to man and woman.
My dear children, the angels 7 have made all of creation, but in you they have placed the most precious jewel, your heart. You will have all the joys and comforts, my children. Everything that you need, you will find. This tree in the center of the garden is laden with apples, but these apples are the only thing I ask you not to eat. Watch this tree carefully and look after it, but remember, you must not eat the apples.
Man and woman thanked Eru for his kindness and felt warm and happy. And together they walked about in the garden. was one day when the woman was watching the flowers that a big snake slithered up to her. He slithered all around her, sweetly singing into her ears, barely whispering. The apples that God has forbidden certainly do taste good. He's only shown you one side of the garden, but there's more to be understood. Take the apple and eat it. You'll be as powerful as him. And then, my dear, you will see all of the Garden of Eden. The woman hesitated, but slowly took the apple and ate it. And then she went to man. He looked at the apple for a long while. And then he smelt it. Overcome by its sweet fragrance, he bit into the apple. And man and woman slowly ate up the fruit. As they ate, they began to feel heavy and a little scared, but they did not know why. And then they heard Eru call to them.
Children, come forth. My children, come forth.
And man and woman went forth, scared, sad, and very ashamed, for they had disobeyed the words of their beloved Eru, and they wished to hide from him.
My heart fills with sadness, and my eyes fill with tears, for I know what has happened. You must now see the other side of the garden. Just as the old snake said, with love you will see hatred. With comfort you will find pain. With happiness you will find sorrow. With courage you will feel fear. Go now from the Garden of Eden. Work and earn what you must for your life. And with you will come the old snake, and he will crawl in the dust forever, like no creature has ever done before.
And sad was the departing, the time when man and woman left the garden. Heavy with sorrow were their hearts. Eru appointed the angel of the flaming sword to guard the gates of the garden, so no man could ever enter it again. It was on this day that the angels 7 met. They sat in the great halls and conferred for many, many days. And at last they smiled. They looked to man and woman who lay asleep on the grass. And the angels went down to them.
May it be an evening star shines down upon you. May it be when darkness falls, your heart will be true.
They covered them with rainbow cloaks and blessed their hearts with new strength. When man and woman awoke to find their rainbow cloaks, they rejoiced for the first time in many days. And then Iru appeared before them and spoke in the kindest voice.
You have been blessed by the angels 7, my children, and you now have a chance. I send forth my light into your hearts. You will never be alone. Hold up the light for me. I'll be watching you.
You can dance if you like. You can sing every line of every song. No, you don't have to steal the show. It was your show all along as the orchestra played. The people take the seats, there's no room left in this house. It's only you and me, and if life is your stage, I'll be watching. Hold up the light for me, 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 oh. I'll be watching. Hold up the light for me, 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 oh. Everything that you do, as we start rehearsing every scene, the words to everything, we realize that the crowd is listening, and then the tears fall down on your face at exactly the right place. As the people start to stand up in the aisle, you can hear the sound of violins on every street tonight. You can see our lovers dancing round. I'll be watching.
a bit lost for words right now. But as we take a few moments to savor the efforts of these children, I would really like to applaud the untiring and enthusiastic work of the staff of Kaleidoscope Learning Center and Bridges Learning Academy. Teachers, come forth. Teachers, all of you come forth. Janaki, the coordinator and a leader in the making, keeping the whole family together. Chitra, Priyambada and Usha, teachers of Bridges Learning Academy, for their support and extending themselves. Neha, Pooja and Saumya, come forth, the co-directors. Actually, I hadn't planned to say something, but actually when I watched these three, just before the show started, there was another show going on behind scenes. And children were being made to rest and be calm by singing. It's dedicated and their standard of excellence is just, I don't know what to say. Congratulations. Neha, the script writer. Neha and Pooja, music. Saumya, production manager, who coordinated, dedicated, wrote list, worked untiringly. Basanti and Lata, seamstresses, costumes, providers of idli and buttermilk. Sharda, the gentle wave of love and sensitive, tailor-made for the role of a special educator. Shashi, spreading good cheer, the color coordinator. Busy hands, Kavita, Divya, Harini, Tabia. Painting, coloring, stitching, backdrop, dancing, the never say, die, lovely girls. Ponrajam and Meena showed lots and lots of new creativity and initiative this time. Rajni, the surprise who walked up and said, yes, I want to dance. Muthu and Nirmala, mothers who are transforming into teachers and have learned the first lesson of being calm and pleasant. Lakshmi Prabha, Tamil Selvi, great supports with an attitude of any work is good work. Amuda and Ashok, therapists who give time, energy and love to children. Molly and Anandi from the counseling and remedial units who willingly came out to help and added color to the dance. Molly and Anandi. John and Parimal, both heads of department of the occupational therapy and counseling, decided to come out of their offices, Parimal the guiding star and John for holding up the light. A very special mention of a teacher who was with us but still somehow always is, Aparna, who has untiringly given her time, energy to work behind the scenes. Three people also need a very big mention here. I would like to thank Krishna Priya, though she's not here, the artist and friend who helped us to design the backdrop of the final garden scene. Vedant Bhardwaj for lending his studio and doing all our recording and the narration. And Vincent, thank you from your busy schedule to come and help with the lights. Chandan, I would like you to come and take a bow with us. Thank you all, and we are very proud of all of you children and teachers. Could the credits roll, please?
It started out as a feeling, which then grew into a hope, which then turned into a quiet thought, which then turned into a quiet word. And then that word grew louder and louder, till it was a battle cry. I'll come back when you call me. No need to say because everything's changing doesn't mean it's never been this way before. All you can do is try to know who your friends are as you head off to the war. Pick a star on the dark horizon and follow the light. You'll come back when it's over. No need to say goodbye. You'll come back when it's over. No need to say goodbye. Now we're back to the beginning. It's just a feeling and no one knows yet. But just because they can't feel it too doesn't mean that you have to forget. Let your memories grow stronger and stronger till they're before your eyes. You'll come back when they call you. No need to say goodbye. You'll come back when they call you. No need to say goodbye.
There's a ship and it sails a sea of light on its way to me tonight from a distant shore, taking me home once more. And the waves and the whistling of the wind make me come alive again. My destiny's at my door. Gonna leave this town forever and go where I'll never need an overcoat no more. Where they cry, ooh la la la, every night and every day, sitting by the Gulf Coast, just 1,000 miles away. Where they cry, ooh la la la, on an island I will dwell. Starlit nights in paradise on the Isle of Sanibel.
There's a girl, and I see her dressed in white as she lies there in the night. I can hear her cry, where has he gone and why? But she knows that someday he will arrive, and it keeps her